Income is conspicuous, control is not. This symmetry explains why income is pursued relentlessly while control is rarely examined. Money is immediate, countable, and socially legible. Control operates beneath the surface, shaping outcomes without drawing attention to itself. Yet, income without control is inherently unstable. It depends on continuity, permission, and circumstances that can change without consultation. Control determines how exposed you are when they do. It governs not the size of today's reward, but the degree of influence you retain over tomorrow. Most people are trained to optimize for income because income provides visible feedback, promotions, raises, and recognition signal progress in ways that are easy to measure and compare. Control accumulates differently. It builds slowly, often invisibly, and its value becomes apparent only under constraint. As a result, individuals exchange autonomy for compensation, mistaking higher pay for leverage. The trade feels sensible until the structure is stressed. When decisions are made elsewhere, income becomes contingent, not earned. Performance may be rewarded, but agency remains external. Contemporary systems reinforce this orientation deliberately. They reward specialization, predictability, and alignment, traits that improve efficiency while reducing discretion. Income flows to those who integrate smoothly into existing frameworks. Control accrues to those who define or own them. This distinction explains why similar levels of intelligence and effort can yield vastly different trajectories. One person negotiates terms within boundaries, another sets the term themselves. The difference is not drive but position. Control expresses itself through ownership, optionality, and decision authority. Ownership determines who benefits when value scales. Optionality determines how many viable paths remain when condition shifts. Decision authority determines which judgment prevails when trade off must be made. Income secures none of these by default. It can increase comfort, but it rarely increases influence. In many cases, higher income raises dependency by increasing the cost of exit. What appears as advancement can quietly become confinement. Valderium places control at the center of progress. Within this framework, income is a secondary outcome, not a guiding metric. Effort is evaluated by whether it expands ownership, widens optionality, or strengthens decision rights. Work that produces income without increasing control is treated as transitional, not definitive. The objective is not to earn more within fixed parameters, but to gradually reshape the parameters themselves. This lens reframes conventional trade offs, a path that yields less immediate income but greater control may be structurally superior to one that pays more while narrowing agency. Short term sacrifice becomes rational when it builds long term influence. Conversely, income growth that erodes decision making power becomes suspect regardless of its appearance. Control compounds, income eventually plateaus. The, the consequences of this distinction become undeniable during disruption. Markets reconfigure, technologies evolve, institutions reorganize. Those with income but little control wait for outcomes. Those with control participate in shaping them. One adapts reactively, the other adjusts deliberately. Stability, resilience, and freedom do not emerge from the size of a paycheck, but from the position one occupies relative to change. In the end, income answers a narrow question: how much is being paid? Control answers a fundamental one: how dependent am I? Wealth consolidates where control resides. Comfort can be rented, influence cannot. Those who recognize this early build structures that endure across volatility. Those who do not may unwell for years only to discover that income was never the foundation, it was the surface.